Hail to the goddess of learning, art, and song. We pray you grant us good hearts and voices strong. By your grace will flower our creative heart, and through your will divine perfection within us is manifested. Hail to the goddess, all hail to thee. All dressed in white, how radiant is your face, embodiment of purity and grace. We strive through learning to have thoughts inspiring, and by your grace descending sweetly, we will reach our goals completely. Hail to the goddess, all hail to thee. Pure Sattva Guna, the power that reveals that part of Maya that does not much conceal. Consort of Brahman, you're the bringer of all arts. Oh, knowledge, learning, music, beauty, you're our mother Saraswati. Hail to the goddess, all hail to thee.
This light works. This light. Something is missing. Yeah, I did that. Couldn't do working. Namaskar. Om Vedashruti Mahapunne Brahmane Yatu Vedasi Jambu Kataka Chaiteshu Nityang Sannihitalai Tang Brahmo Vidya Vidyanang Mahanidrasu Dehinam Skandamatar Bhagavati Durge Kantarvashini Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Mother Divine, you are the Vedas, you are the Upanishads, Shrutis, and the greatest virtue you are. You are propitious to the Brahmanas who are engaged in sacrificial fire. You are all-knowing, you are ever present in the sacred abodes erected to you in the city of Jambudvipa. I bow down to you. You are the knowledge of the highest truth among all the sciences. And you are that sleep of creatures from which there is no waking. O Mother of Skanda Muruga, possessor of the 6 highest attributes of divinity, O Durga, that dwells in the most inaccessible regions, our salutations to you, Om. Peace, peace, peace. Now, our topic today is the Mother. She is the supreme knowledge. Because we are just have our Durga Puja, just finished, Mother Durga, and now we are approaching Mother Kali Puja, and also we worship our Mother Sarada. So, we want to understand what is this Mother and what is the Mother of the Puranic time, Durga, Mother Kali, versus this human manifestation as Mother Sarada. I chanted at the beginning that very verse which Arjuna praised Mother Durga at the instruction of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. It has been mentioned in the Mahabharata, in the Virata Parva, and there Sri Krishna instructed Arjuna that you want to win or conquer the war, then you have to please Mother Durga. And before war, actually Arjuna chanted these verses. There are many verses. I have selected 2 or 3. So this is a traditional worship of Mother worship, as we have discussed many times. It is mentioned in the Vedas and in the Upanishads also. We will refer to the Keno Upanishad. There we find the worship of Mother Uma, Haimavatim. Bahushobhamanang Umam Haimavatim. That Uma Haimavati appeared before that. So here Sri Krishna's instruction, Arjuna prayed that, O Mother, you are the Vedas itself. Veda, Shruti, Upanishads. And you are the most auspicious. And those people who are offering oblations into the sacrificial fire, you are kind to them, and it is for you only they offer it, to make you happy or propitious. When you get propitious, then success comes. Success in every aspect. This Mother is the Mother conceived that it can give you worldly success, spiritual success, illumination, attainment of the highest knowledge is all in the hand of the Mother. And that's why it has been said that you are that Brahma, Tang Brahma, and Tang Brahma Vidya also, the science of knowing this Brahman, you are that. And you are also at the Mahanidra, great delusion. You make everyone sleep in ignorance. That's your play. But at the same time, you are the giver of wisdom and knowledge. Tang Brahmo Vidya Vidyanam. All types of sciences, all types of knowledges. It is because of you. You are the primordial power behind. And you are also the delusive power. Mahanidra Dehinam. Everyone in this created universe is under the spell of you. Mahanidra. We are all sleeping, not knowing the divine awareness which we are of our real nature. So we are all sleeping. So she is the great delusive force to make us live in this play. It is her play. And you remain in the remotest inaccessible regions. That means in the heart, in the remotest place of our contemplation. And also, there Arjuna prayed that you are called Swaha. As you know, in the Vedic rituals, they offer the Swaha, Swaha, Swadha. these mantras. So you are called Swaha, you are Swadha, and you are the Kala, Kashtha, Saraswati. You are the Mother Saraswati, giver of the wisdom and knowledge. And you are also Kala. Kala means part. And Kashtha, the time, the span of time. Saraswati. And you are the Tatha Vedanta Uchchate. You are called to be the Vedanta, the ultimate knowledge of knowing everything is the Veda. And Vedas, you are the mother of the Vedas. That means you are the origin of the Vedas. And you are the personification of the Vedanta. Vedanta. And that Vedanta is you. There is nothing else. So, this is the praise given here by Arjuna at the instruction of Sri Krishna. So, normally we find that this is the common idea. It has been, we read the Chandi, all of us seen reading now more. Chapter 1, if we go to 57 verse and 58, there we find that we chant this verse, Sa Vidya Parama Muktir Hetu Bhuta Sanatani Shanshara Bandha Hetuscha Saiva Sarveshwareshwari. So here is the word there, Sa Vidya, Parama Vidya. She is the supreme knowledge. She herself is the supreme knowledge. And Parama Vidya, Muktir Hetu Bhuta. Muktir Hetu. Anyone wants to be free from the bondage, entanglements of life, free from the disease, death, suffering, pain, anguish, ignorance, whatever is there. She is the Devi and the deity, Hetu Bhuta. And she is eternal. It's not that she will appear one day and she is not now. So she is the Sanatani, and she is the Hetu Bhuta. Hetu means the cause. Bhuta is the whole entire creation. She is the cause. You know the Vedantic principle we talk again and again. Brahman is just inactive. There is no action. It's beyond action, beyond time, beyond space, all this reason and all this separation. But how this universe has come? It is the Shakti, the power. In the Tantra it is called the Brahman and its power. Ramakrishna talks about that again and again and again. And that is eternal power, and that is eternally there. Shakti never goes away from the person who owns that power. No? Suppose a person, a scientist, does not lose his science knowledge when he is sleeping. It is there, but dormant. When he wakes up, it remains with him. So similarly, this Mother, Divine Mother, is the cause of everything in this universe, and is the cause of eternal freedom, and eternally present. Sanatani Hetu Bhuta, and is the cause of this creation. And it is Samsara Bandha Hetuscha. She is the cause of bandhan, bondage. Bondage of samsara, in this entanglement, in this duality. Just a fun. It is she has created, like the mothers. Our earthly mothers, when you are babies, she has so many duties to do. So what she does? She brings some toys and gives to the baby. Something nice, looking something, and the baby forgets. So mother does the same thing here, giving some toys to us, and just okay, we are very happy with this and that, one toy, another toy, another toy, another toy. Samsara Hetu Bhuta. No one is there. According to this Tantra philosophy, Eko Ivo Evo Aham Atra, in Chandi we read, Mother said, I am the only reality. Who else is there in the universe? I create, I recreate. It is me. So, That is, so whatever we see bondage, from us, our standpoint, really, why I am in bondage, how shall I get out, no? But who has put us into this play? It's a play for Mother, Divine Mother, because Mother is in everywhere. And also, she has put its bandha hetu, is the cause of bondage, means delusion, attachment, all this. It is her play, her fun. If the baby is not given to one toy, nowadays you can give one phone, that's all. The mom can get rid of anything. And the games and all these things, if she wants, even these big, small children, they do not know anything. Holding the phone, pressing the knobs here and there, and random something coming, and he's engaged. So, he or she is engaged. So, whom to blame? Is the mother. Because mother wants have some time for her own, and she wants to let the child play for some time. So it is the play, fun going on, and we get addicted. The children get addicted. Mother gave it for fun, to distract a little few moments. Bandha hetu, the cause of the bondage, and we blame the child. Oh, they are getting addicted. See, it's addicting to. You cannot take away the. You can ask him not to eat or don't give food or anything, but to take away the phone, boss, gun. So this toy, the toys we are given, no? The toys were not with us. But we being born, and then we get these toys, connection with these different toys, and as soon as you get in touch with these toys, what happens? That we get intoxicated into it, we get deluded into it, we get attached into it, and say, oh, why I am this, why I am this. No, it's a fun. Mother has started that business. And now, she is and at the same time, hetu bhuta sangsaro bandha hetuscha saevo sarveswareshwari. But she is also the cause of also Parama Vidya. First she said, she is also the supreme knowledge. Mukti for liberation. She is the mukti. So Ramakrishna has reconciled this. Said the children become very engrossed into toys. And when so long they are playing, Ma says, okay, this baby is okay. Baby is mine and I will take care of her. I am taking care of her or him. But let him play, let her play, as long as. And when the baby will be saying, throw away the toys, you see, this is the Vairagya coming. It is her creation. She has given it and has created such impact that after some time you get disgusted with these toys, then you cry out for Ma, no? And when the children or the babies cry, Ma, 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 and throw away any toys you give, it does not suit. Mother said, and Ramakrishna gave this example, that sometimes it has happened that any other neighboring lady is showing much love and devotion and saying that you can, do you want it to... So, when even you give him some toys or allure him with something nice, but when this experience goes on, I am done with it, I don't care for it, the renunciation, the spirit of renunciation comes, then what happens? Then it is the path, mother opens the door and then the mother takes the baby in the lap, no? That the child becomes free from all types of bondage. No? So this is the very important verse, that's why. And we have chosen this first heading of our discussion today, that Sa Vidya Parama. She is the knowledge supreme, and she is also the covering aspect of it. Vidyamaya, Avidyamaya. Sri Ramakrishna has given a beautiful statement. Sri Ramakrishna says that, let me see where I am written. Yeah. Sri Ramakrishna says that if you want to get the grace of God, then you are to please this primordial power, Shakti, the mother. You are to please that mother. She is Mahamaya. In the gospel we find it. She has just mesmerized the whole world and is continuing the action of creation, sustenance and destruction. How much creation is going on every day we don't know. But see, when destruction play is going on, we are very worried. Yes, true, we are ordinary human. How do we know the play of the divine? But it is her power, no other demon and no other person. Even the demons it is her manifestation, negative manifestation, tamasa manifestation. So it says that she is the Mahamaya, she has mesmerized or deluded this whole universe, and she is continuing to create, maintain and destroy. And she has kept us in ignorance. And that when that Mother Divine opens the door, then only you can enter into the realm of eternal peace. And if you remain outside, then you will see only the external objects of duality, and you will not be able to know that eternal Nitya Satchidananda, that eternal Satchidananda, that consciousness, you will not be able to know. That's why Sri Ramakrishna continues in this Devi Mahatma Chandi. The story of the Madhu and Kaitava has been mentioned. And there the sages, the saints, all joined together and did some prayers to Mahamaya, who is the primordial cause of everything. And then Ramakrishna said, in this Mother, which is the primordial Shakti, there are two forces. One is the Vidya, another is Avidya. One is the knowledge aspect, another is the dark aspect. Avidya, ignorant aspect, and the knowledge aspect. And Avidya is what? What is the dark aspect means, or negative aspect? Ignorant aspect. That is which deludes us and makes us forgetful about our divinity, and it takes us to the lust and greed. It takes our mind to the lust and greed and gets totally absorbed into the world of this worldliness. And what is the Vidya Maya? That Vidya, Ramakrishna says, Vidya is from which devotion, compassion, knowledge, intense love for God generates in the heart and takes the child or takes the aspirant towards God. So it is all same mother. One aspect is Vidya, another aspect is Avidya. So in Tantra, that's why there is nothing but mother in the whole universe. And she is the giver of wisdom and knowledge. In the Chandi we have referred here, there we find that it is sometimes the mother's form is very ferocious form, as it were, with sword, with spear, and with that all the dreadful weapons in the hand, all the hands, and that mother face is very beautiful, but all the weapons putting to kill the Asura. So Durga we find, Kali we find, these are all manifestation in the three gunas, but she remaining beyond the three gunas. But she manifests into this universe. To destroy the tamas, sometimes she uses dreadful weapons. To those who are rajasic, there is rajasic weapon. Sattic people using sattva element. Mother appears in three divisions according to to give knowledge to the darkest person, to the person who have rajas quality and who have superfine good qualities. So, weapons are used only not for killing anyone. The symbolic meaning of those is that she is holding, there in the meditation mantra, we read that she is holding Om Khadgang Chakra Gadeshu Chapa Parighano. I don't need to read the entire Sanskrit. But there are all 10 weapons. Mother is holding 10 weapons. And when holding in each hand, one to destroy the ignorance by cutting the ego. Cutting our meanness, cutting our worldliness, cutting that takes us to deep, dark, ignorant life of suffering and pain. And the transmigration of life continues because of that. So, my mother is holding the destroy the ignorance, the soul with a whole sword, disc, mace, arrows, bows, club, spear, missile, and also holding human head, and conch. So 10 faces. So that she is the mother looking every direction. That's the 10 faces. So that is the way three-eyed, the third knowledge, and eye of knowledge is always waking up. We see through these two eyes, and mother has the third eye, always seeing something, what is the real thing. She is herself, but she, when manifest, she becomes different from her own self. So, greatest, therefore, we find that this is the play, this whole universe is dead. When we get deluded, we are in delusion, we are in suffering. How we are frightened with disease and death and everyday's struggling situation of life, frightens us. So, we find that way, this Devi Mahatma is very important teaching to us. That is the glory of the Divine Mother, this book, Devi Mahatma, or Chandi, what we call, that gives the great values there, that you know the stories, but let me go through it little. The great Rishi, this is the Markandeya, is said to his disciple, Bhargavi, that there is the story, the story goes, Suratha, there are the king, Suratha was the king, and he was in the period of one, that Sarochis, that is second Manu, 8 Manus are there. And then he was a great king, and he was very wonderful, sensible person, and loved all the subjects like their own children. But some attack came from other enemies, and they in alliance, and they are called Kolas, and they did some fight, and they attacked, and they went back, but they were defeated. He himself was defeated. And when he came back to his own kingdom, then what happened? His own city, when he was there, his own relatives, own ministers, they cheated with him, and as a result, he was robbed of his treasury and army by his own powerful, vicious and evil-disposed ministers. And so he left his kingdom being disgusted with this situation. He didn't go back to fight more, but he took a turn. And then he was trying to find peace, where to find peace. And there he starts this story of this Chandi. Then he came and he was moving around here and there, went into a forest with a horse ride, like the kings go for, what you call, killing the deer and other things. That's their royal play, fun. See, in that name he escaped the kingdom and entered into that, and there he found a very peaceful place, a place for some sage, saintly person. So his name was Medhas. The Muni's name is Medhas, Medhas. So now he went there, and he He was wandering here and there and observing anything, and he was greeted very well, kindly by the sage and his disciples, and he was resting there. And thinking this way, why it is happening for me? I know that those people who have deprived me from my own rights, those people whom I loved so much, protected them, and then seeing my defeat with the kolas who have attacked me, and they abandoned me, my wealth, my prosperity, they cheated me. But still, my mind goes to think about them. I'm thinking of my wife, I'm thinking of my friends, I'm thinking of my minister, I'm thinking of my great elephant, which was my ride. Yes, how? Is he okay? Is he being fed well? Or they are keeping in good health and mood? Why? This is happening in my mind. They have abandoned me, but I am foolishly thinking of them. What foolishness! This is our life's problem. Look at that. In our life we will find that. You are bored with that. You have done so much, and they turn back to you and they misbehave and this. But still, sometimes your soft mind says, oh, I should have done something. I would have do. And why this is coming? Why not mind is going to the right direction? That was the question in his mind. And then he found another, that Samadhi merchant. He also was cast out by his son, wife, because they are greedy of wealth and other things, and his trusted kinsman. So he also got frustrated, and he was thinking where to find peace. And also, major question is that he is also thinking in the same line, oh, they have left me, but I should not. I should have done something for them good. I should have stayed back, like that. So the attachment for them is bothering him. So this king and this merchant both met together in the same place of hermitage of Medhas saint. And then what he did? Then both of them talking around, and they came to understand that this is the problem of life. So they went and approached the sage, Medhas sage. And what he said, that is very important. He said, he said that Drishta Surat Samadhi, with proper etiquette, they approached the sage Medhas, and with humble prostration they said, see, what is this thing we are not understanding? He says that Drishto dose upi vishaye mamatta akrishta manasho tatkena itat mahabhago janmoho gyaninorupi mamasya bhavati esha viveka andhasya mudhata. So the question came, I drishto dose upi vishaye. I understand the vishaya, the senses, the sense objects, and the people we love, apparently, and they love me. It is not permanent. It is mamatta buddhi. I know they are not permanent. They cannot give joy. I have got the bitter experience of my life, both of us. But still, mamatta akrishta manasu, our mind, both of our minds are attracted to me and mine, my people, my friends, my relatives. So why it is attached to that? I am a person of discrimination. I understand now. We are intelligent people, that these are impermanent. Still, why our mind moves in that direction? I do not know that these objects of the senses, of beauty, of sweetness or rasa, etc., these are all added with fault. But why my attachment goes to the wife, son, children, and their money and wealth? Why this type of foolishness is overpowering us? At the same time, we know that it is all ignorance. Then there came the response from the Muni, the sage, said that Jnanam, you have knowledge. You have knowledge that these are permanent, these are impermanent, this has given you suffering, all you know. But knowledge about the sense objects is equal to the animals and to the human. And those who are not developed that much, you see, but they have the knowledge of the sensory world. You are also having the sensory world. They also know that it is not permanent. You also know. But it is by the Maya, the power of the, that Mahamaya Prabhavena, by the power of Mahamaya, this world, to maintain this world, God, Mother has given this delusive energy. So that delusion is a very natural thing of this creation. So it is, you are under the spell. Therefore, you want to get out of it, then you will have to worship Mother. Go and worship Mother. And then they told about the stories of different times, how evil force came and Mother went and destroyed. So that was the idea. The most important thing is that for the existence of the worldly world as we see around, it is the impact of the Divine Mother. And because of her only, even the intelligent people have been drowned into the world of whirlpool of attachment. And as a result, this play of the Mother is going on. Now, in the ancient time, we find that Mother has appeared many times. In the Chandi itself, she fought all the demons and killed them. And we find that it is not killing, but giving them liberation. If we read that Chandi, we find that she is not killing the Asura only, Asuric tendencies are being killed, and then the soul merges. Even it is said, why Mother's one frowning eyes didn't kill them? She could have killed everyone. But no, her sword, touched by her hand, will purify the person whose ego is being crushed like that. So it is a compassion. That's why what Mother did by this war, by killing, it is a compassion to them. Now, this is the fight in the ancient time, in the Puranic stories. We may doubt how much it is true, how much it is just human creation, imagination. But the same play is going on time and time again. We come to the modern age, today's situation, that we see Ramakrishna came. Let us come back to this story here. Let us go to Upanishadic age a little bit. Shankara. Shankara, in the commentary, writing about the Kena Upanishad, that when there is a fight again, the demons and the gods, that's always good versus evil, no? Fight. This is in the Devi Mahatma one way, and in the Kena Upanishad story is another way. Indra and all the hosts of gods, they were attacked by the demons, and they took away their all positions, and then took the control of the world by these asuras, and gods were all dethroned. And then they jointly fought by Mother's grace, and then they win over. And when they are meeting, after meeting they are having a big meeting, and everyone is praising himself, how they are powerful to kill the demons, no? And that's why it is said, there arrived Mother to give them the wisdom. How that story you know, there appeared one unrecognizable object. Shankara says, Brahman appeared in the form of the Saguna Brahma. Something appeared, Brahman took a Saguna form with the qualities, appeared, And this, before the gods, they could not recognize that. This is two meaning may be there. To the senses you cannot. Gods are called the senses, are also God. These senses cannot perceive that Brahman. That's one thing. And who can do? All the 10 senses are controlled by whom? By our mind. Mind is called the 11th sense organ. No? And 11th sense organ, what has happened is our mind. Mind gets purified. No? So mind is the boss of these 10. So 10, all the other gods fail to recognize. And then appeared Indra. Indra went, and when he went, this appearance vanished. So Shankara says, Tasya Indrasya Jakshe Bhakting Buddhya. Now, all these other gods, very arrogant, means ego. I am the god of fire. I am the holder of the wind. I am the master of the wind. Pavana Devata. Water. I am the god of water. So that all these gods have their pride and ego, so they could not recognize at all. But when Indra came, he was little above mind. Mind is here. Mind, they became just disappeared. Even the others saw some unrecognizable reality. But when Indra, their chief god, appeared, the deity disappeared. Then Indra was not arrogant like that. He thought, oh, who is this? Ignoring my presence. Even he did disappear before me. So he started meditating and contemplating. And there, because of his contemplation, the Mother Uma became very pleased. Humble, humility. And then he was thinking, what is this? How am I to recognize this? Then Shankara says, Tasya Indrasya Jakshe Bhakting Buddhya. Seeing the devotion of Indra towards that Jaksha means unrecognizable appearance of the divine, ki Vidya Umarupini. The Vidya, that wisdom, whose name is Uma, Mother Uma, appeared there. Upanishad says, Bahushobhamanang Umam Haimavatim. He is a Hemavati. Hemavati means who is born out of the snow white Himalayas. Hemavati. That Mother Uma is appeared before Indra. Pradu Rabhut Stri Rupa. Why? Because he has the Buddhi Vidya Rupini Uma, and Indra has subdued his ego and he was praying inside. What is this? Please let me know what is that. Oh Mother, please help me. And as a result, Tato Uma appeared as a guru and gave the Brahma knowledge of Brahman. Tato Tasmat Uma Bhakyat Shankar Eva Vidanchakaro Brahmetindro Abudharanat Na Satantrena. Shankara says that Indra, being so powerful, he did not get his knowledge by its own effort. He surrendered. And he became like a student. As a result, this divine mother, became very pleased and appeared before him and told, Mother said, you don't recognize? It was Brahman, by whose power you are all empowered. Without that power, there is nothing manifestation. So he is the background of all manifestation. And that means she is the giver of knowledge and wisdom, supreme knowledge herself. That is the subject what we are talking today. So in the Upanishad we find, and now we find that Holy Mother in this current age, Holy Mother Ma Sarada, it has been praised that she is the Vijnana Deepankuri in a stava, in a praise. Mother has been described that Vijnana Deepankuri. Deepa means the lamp, Ankura means the putting the lamp on. Vijnana means not only knowledge, Vijnana means Vishesh knowledge, absolute knowledge, Aparaksha Anubhuti. It is mother's hand. So, Mother Sarada, she is the giver of liberation, and she gives liberation in this age out of her compassion. There also, the mother appeared out of compassion to kill the demonic nature, and to establish the noble and higher powers. And here also, this time, same Mother Sarada came. That's why many times you find when you read Holy Mother's life, some are seeing Holy Mother as Mother Kali, Mother Durga, different divine forms. It is Mother. And Mother recognizes with Shibuda, that story is there. Shibuda, she recognized, yes, people talk about me as Mother Durga, as Mother Kali, but I am your auntie. I am your auntie. Just to hide herself, demean her, to the energy to come down and make us ordinary to feel. So that it is her Maya to delude from our vision what she is. So she is the giver of liberation. And that liberation is she gives out of infinite compassion, as if she is the embodiment and condensed form of the love for the children. That is the mother power. She is like Guru Mata. That's why it is said the mother which leads to our Guru. Mata who leads us to Guru. And what is the Guru? Satchidananda Guru. And she is Ramakrishna. So that's why we say Ramakrishna Bhakti Datri. Holy Mother gives us the devotion to Ramakrishna. And Ramakrishna is that absolute consciousness and Satchidananda, Chaitanya. And she is the giver of Chaitanya, giver of knowledge. It can be in the book of Swami of Jojanandaji, he has written that Sri Ramakrishna is like a snow peak of the Himalayas. And Mother Ganga is the Ganga which streams down for the good of humanity. No one can go to see the Himalayan peaks, exceptionally few people like Vivekananda, Brahmananda, Shivananda, or the Nagmasai, Gopalerma, Joginma, they can go to see Ramakrishna. But for us, who brought that same Himalayan purity and Chaitanya, the conscious in reality, to us, it is Holy Mother. He has referred in this way that it is Sri Ramakrishna is the Brahman, and which is the highest peak of Himalayas, and Holy Mother is like a molten water coming down in the form of Ganga. So anyone can bathe in the Ganga easily and get the total freedom which you get in going to the highest Himalayas also. So that's why she is considered this, and we find that how she did out of love and compassion. No weapon in the hand, no stern look in the hand, no even in her behavior. But she did the same thing as we find Mother Durga, Mother Kali. I remember 2 or 3 stories. Suppose you look at that. When Mother was a small girl coming from Jairambati, and to come to see Dakshineshwar, Sri Ramakrishna, with the small tiny feet, she was walking, and that big meadow, that is when it's about long stretch of walking along the very dark place, not dark place, very isolated place, and all the companions left, and she was walking slowly with her tiny feet. And then you see, and the darkness came, and suddenly you find a dacoit come, no? And the dacoit, the bandit, no? He said, "Who's there?" And he is a highway robber. He should not have any compassion or anything. But see, and sweetly Mother said, "I am your daughter, Sarada." And that word charmed Jagan Mata. That's Swami Sarvadevananda has mentioned in his book, that it is it an easy thing that a highway robber suddenly seeing a girl and becomes so overwhelmed? She is having a rod in hand to beat people. And his wife was also following though. And then Swami Sarvadevananda mentioned that he has seen in Mother Kali, who is the Ishta Devi, the chosen ideal of that bandit, and transformed. And this highway robber then becomes so affectionate to Mother, and Mother said, my dad, you see, I am going to see your son-in-law in Dakshineshwar, Ramakrishna, as if he will know. But anyhow, I am going to, but I am in distress now, everyone has left me, so what shall I do now? And he felt full of love and affection. The Divine Mother, what a fortune. And he and his wife took care of Mother and totally transformed. That dacoity, that burglary went away from this person by simple one look, one few words uttered from Mother, showing that is the Divine Mother, removing the darkness, the negativity of everyone. We find this is one. It's not showing any other stern attitude, very soft. It may be considered as a rajasic. One rajasic person to kill is a rajasic killing, rajasic demon to destroy. We find tamasic demon. That was with, one time you all know, Holy Mother was in Kamarpukur, after Ramakrishna passed away. And she was alone in her residence. And there is a silos in the middle of the open courtyard. Mother has come down from some other home, maybe coming alone. And there is a devotee, his name was Harish. Harish has his mind got derailed. For some reason or she was not in proper state of mind. When Mother came, and Harish started chasing Mother. And Mother, like a child, tried to run away, and going around the circle in the silos. And that Harish is chasing. And then, after 3 turns, then Mother said, the power in me, it came up. And Mother, how could we believe such a soft-spoken Mother never had any fight with anybody? She found that tremendous energy, pulled that guy down into the ground and put her legs in the chest, and then started pulling out the tongue and started slapping. And that strong guy, Harish, like that. And then ultimately, and then Sarat Maharaj, Sarvadevananda Swami came to know from Calcutta that Harish is there. Mother wrote that Harish is here, asked him to go away or take him. And she sent, and then Harish left. But we heard that Harish, though he was such a demonic person that time, but she was totally turned, and he was in Benares or some place, probably he was found sometime later on, but he was totally transformed person by the 3 slaps. This is the tamasa. Sattiko, Sattiko there is endless, there is no point. Swami Vijnanananda used to go to Udbodhan. Mother is in the 2nd floor, no? But everyone will say to go to salute Mother, but he will not go. But he said, when I go there, why shall I go to see her? When I enter into the Udbodhan and I am in the ground floor, my lotus of my heart opens up automatically. See, Sattika manifestation. See, she is the Jnanodayini, knowledge herself, bringing the highest wisdom. So this is the Holy Mother worked in this way, that she is the Adya Shakti, but Ramakrishna worshipped. Ramakrishna worshipped, awakened in her the divine Shakti. That's why the Sorosi Puja, that Sri Ramakrishna performed the worship of the Mother Sorosi, and as Shankara has done that in the Sringeri Mott, and there she became the Guru Mata, the giver of wisdom and consciousness to all, as Shankaracharya established a Sannyasin Sangha, but he established the Sringeri Mott Tripura Sundari. The same Tripura Sundari is worshipped here by Sri Ramakrishna to awaken the divine strength, divine power for all, benefit of all. So Mother Sarada, she is the supreme knowledge. So it is said that it is to get the grace of spiritual wisdom, you must have to pray to Mother. Pray to Mother, and Mother is the giver of wisdom, Mother is the giver of knowledge, and she is deluding in one way, and at the same time giving the liberation for everyone. It is her play going on. And if we feel that she is everything, so we can worship, pray, and think that it is her play continuously going on. That's why it is Shankaracharya has praised that she is called the Sarada, no? It's called Annapurna Stuti. There he said that Mother Annapurneshwari Makshadara Patana Kari, Kapata Patana Kari, Kashipura Adhishwari. Mother Annapurna is she who the door to our eternal freedom, that mukti, which is there, that door is closed for us. And Mother's grace breaks open and leads us to the wisdom. That's why Shankaracharya praised. And this Chandi said, the Nityaiva Sa Jaganmurti, that Mother is Nitya, it is all the time. Taya Sarvamidam Tatam, Mother has permeated everything in this cosmos. Tathapi, yet, Tat Samutpatti, that her appearance in different type has been known to the sage and sages. So, this is the Sri Ramakrishna avatar, Mother came. So, it is Durga, Kali, Radha, and all other divine mothers, another form. Here we come to Sarada to bestow the supreme knowledge to all of us. So, this is a one way of thinking that how the Divine Mother can be worshipped in all time, and know that it is her, everything is in her jurisdiction, and it is for good or bad, whatever comes in life. When the mother takes away the toys, the baby cries, no? Also similarly in our life, when our toys go away from our clutches, no? We become nervous. Our wealth, our friends, our relatives, whatever, even our own health, our disease. So when good things remain, we think that is Mother's grace. But Mother worshippers should have to recognize that in odd and which is intolerable, there is also Mother. It's Mother's play going on, and we have to surrender to Mother. She will give us right knowledge and wisdom. Thank you.
So I'm going to present a number that we're including in a bigger work that we're going to present on Holy Mother's Puja. It focuses the first half on the teachings of Holy Mother and the various aspects of the Mother that she manifested, so it ties right into the lecture today. And then the second half is a summary of the Chandi. So the first song you heard at the beginning of the lecture was in praise of Saraswati. And this one is a song from the Chandi section, and I'll read the words because they go by very fast. Sing praises to Devi, our mother. Her beauty compares with no other. Both seers and gods offer worship to her. Regarding her grace they concur. Her splendor cannot be described. Appellations galore are ascribed. Yet Brahma and Shiva and even Lord Vishnu all fail when it comes to this issue. Sing praises to Devi's great power, to make and preserve and devour. Destroyer of evil and pain, you protect us. Your prowess is truly momentous. With sound as your essence of being, the scriptures are sung with great meaning. Intent on conferring a sense of well-being, you sent all the asuras fleeing. We offer to you our oblations. Be gracious to all of creation. We saw Mahisasura's power defeated, his army then quickly retreated. Do you have the sound up for this?
He's there.
It should be ready to go.
He's there.
Not there? Let me just.
Yeah, let him come.
Oh, wait a minute, it's not online.
Oh, yes.
Okay, now we're ready.
Sing praises to Devi, our mother. Her beauty compares with no other. Both seers and gods offer worship to her. Regarding her grace they concur. Her splendor cannot be described. Appellations alone are ascribed. Yet Brahma and Shiva and even Lord Vishnu all fair when it comes to this issue. Sing praises to Devi's great power, to make and preserve and devour. Destroyer of evil and pain, she protects us, her prowess is truly momentous. With sound as your essence of being, the scriptures are sung with great meaning. Intent on conferring a sense of well-being, you settle the Asuras fleeing. We offer to you our oblations, be gracious to all of creation. We saw Mahisasura's power defeated, his army then quickly retreated. Sing praises to Mother, unlike any other. Great words are ascribed, but she can't be described. Sing praise to her power to make and devour. Asuras are fleeing, we granted well-being. We offer oblations, protect all creation. Sing praise.
What is the announcement next week? Who is speaking? Sattvamananda. Meaning of life. Next Sunday, Swami Sarvadevananda will be speaking. The subject is the meaning of life.
Following Saturday, Kali Puja.
Following Saturday, Kali Puja, and following that Saturday, and we will have our immersion on the Tuesday.
But that's closed.
But that is both are closed. So now I am saying that the two announcements. Next Saturday, that means which day? 14th is Kali Puja, and 15, 16, 17, 16 will be probably our immersion, but both are that, so no one can. ঠিক আছে বাপ বলতে দাও না এত কনফ্লিক্ট কেন yes so but this time because of the COVID situation, as you know, we are not open to the devotees, sorry for that, but we will have our puja, everything, and it will be online, you can enjoy from home, and then even in the immersion we have a smaller boat, and we will not be able to take anyone excepting the monks and monastics who are here. So this year is special thing, and we are worshipping Mother, so that Mother can give us the right understanding, so that it is her play stops. This type of play too much going on. Let it stop, so that we can come back to our own older form. So I end with that another verse which I have not chanted for Arjuna's praise for Mother Durga, and then that will end here. Om Swaha Kara Swadha Chaiva Kala Kashtha Saraswati Savitri Vedamata Cha Tatha Vedanta Uchyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. O Mother, you are called Swaha, you are in the form of Swaha and Swadha. and the subtle divisions of time, such as Kala and Kashta. And you are Mother Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, and you are the mother of the Vedas, Veda Mata, and you are also the personification of Vedanta. Our salutations to you again and again. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Okay.